Google just flipped the script on OpenAI, Anthropic accidentally nuked thousands of repos. And NASA is heading back to the moon while barely anyone's watching. Let's get into it. So first up, Google just dropped Gemma4. And this is their first real update to these open-weight AI models in about a year now. If you've been following AI at all, you know their Gemini models have been getting better fast, but you're locked into using those on Google's terms. Gemma is the opposite idea, something you can actually run locally, tweak, and control. And Gemma3 was starting to feel a bit outdated. So now we've got Gemma4 in for different sizes. At the top end, there are the bigger models. One is a 26 billion parameter mixture of experts model, and the other is a 31 billion parameter dense model. If you want to run those at full precision, you're looking at something like a single H100 GPU. That said, you can quantize these models, basically lower the precision, and then they'll fit on more typical consumer GPS. What's interesting is how they're optimized. The 26B model activates about 3.8 billion parameters during inference, making it faster. Then you've got the smaller models, E to B and E for B, which stand for effective to B and effective for B. These are built for mobile and edge devices. They're even claiming near zero latency, meaning responses feel almost instant on device. Compared to Gemma3, these are supposed to be faster. The 31B model is apparently launching at number 3 on the RENAR rankings for OpenAI models, behind GLM-5 and Gemma 0.5. Under the hood, these models are based on the same tech as Gemini 3, so you get improvements in reasoning, math, and following instructions. There's also a big push toward agentic workflows, which basically means the AI can take actions calling functions and interacting with tools. Language support is pretty wide, over 140 languages, and the context windows are bigger too. The smaller models go up to 128,000 tokens. But honestly, the biggest change here might be the licensing. They're switching to Apache 2.0. That's a standard open source license. Now shifting over to something a bit messier, Anthropic, and a code leak situation that kind of spiraled. Some of the source code for their Claude Code client leaked online, naturally. They tried to take it down using DMCA notices on GitHub, but GitHub ended up removing around 8,100 repositories in total because the notice suggested most were infringing. The problem is a lot of those repos weren't hosting leaked code at all. They were just normal forks of Anthropic's official public repository. Anthropic responded quickly, worked with GitHub to narrow the takedown, and asked for everything else to be restored. It was a communication mistake, but the bigger issue is that once code leaks online, it's basically impossible to contain. Copies are still floating around on other platforms. And then there's NASA, sending humans back to the moon, but it's not really landing the same way it did decades ago. The Artemis mission just launched, sending for astronauts on a journey around the moon, the first time in over 50 years. Back in 1968, Apollo 8 was a global moment. Today, Artemis had around 16 million viewers, still big, but lower cultural impact. So the obvious question comes up, why go back to the moon at all? During Apollo, it was a geopolitical race to beat the Soviet Union. What's changed recently is the growing concern about China potentially landing humans on the moon. First, that's a major driver now. And unlike Apollo, this isn't just a government effort. Companies like SpaceX, Blue Origin, and Axiom Space are heavily involved. Interestingly, they're not relying on public excitement. Polls suggest 90% of Americans don't really care about returning to the moon. The goal now is long-term sustainability, not a one-time spectacle. NASA actually has alignment across leadership and industry. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to give a like and subscribe for more content like this. It really helps the channel.